Hey guys, today we're going to do another book review. Haven't had a book review in a week. I'm getting kind of, I want to break up my day a bit here. Grinding all the time, building your businesses, making money, building your dream and all that kind of stuff. It's a grind, man. Anyone that tells you otherwise is complete lying to you. Total bullshit. It's a grind, especially when you have limited resources, which most entrepreneurs do. Most people who have jobs and are transitioning into the world of entrepreneurship and trying to embrace the new rich. It's a long period, and you got to manage your resources. So this one, I wanted to break up my day from the grind. The Lazy Investor by Derek Foster. So this book came into my life when one of my friends actually lived with me for a little bit. And he moved out and he left all his books. And I was just like, tisk, tisk, tisk. And some of my other videos, I have like a bookshelf behind me. That's it's pretty full, I think. But that's only full from the last 5 years. I've had probably about 2 or 3 other those bookshelves filled. But I've moved all over the country for like 10 years, kind of like nomadic style, chasing opportunity, city to city, just not letting anything hold myself back. So I can relate to him leaving his books at my place. He's got to move on to his journey. It's just kind of how it goes. So I kept it. I always thought of this book, Lazy Investor. I'm like, well, I'm kind of lazy. I like to use but the philosophy is to use your money to make money, and money's a tool, right? Control your money. Don't let your money control you. And I think the last 2 years, I'm just starting to kind of see what that is all about. Actually, because it's one thing to read about it. Oh, you get your money to work for you, but once you actually see your money starting to work for you, it's life changing, is the truth. But this book here, okay, so I'm going to say this book is good for someone who is on the Retire 65 plan. If you go on the corporate route, which millions of people are, most people are, so there's something here for you. This is like the typical investor money, this and that, blue chip company, and that kind of philosophy, which is cool. I just have a different mindset. I've lost $30,000 when I was 26. Everything I had, I worked for my entire life. I did about 50 trades, or 50, 60 trades or so. I think I might have been 63. You need a fact checker on that. But so I was doing well, and I didn't lose any money. I think I lost on 2 trades, and then when 2008 hit and the stock market crashed and credit default swaps and the mortgage crisis in the U.S., Canada's like a mini United States. So whatever happens in the United States, macroeconomic wise, it affects Canada. Not equally, but there's like a trend and a flow you can follow there. So I lost everything I had, and so I personally don't do anything in stocks right now because I have all my money in real estate and all my internet companies. But the Lazy Investor. So for me as a person, like, this is me being biased. I'm going to say boo, give this a thumbs down. Like, I could have wrote this book. I'll just be honest. But for someone that doesn't have, like, that's not a chartered accountant, hasn't spent almost 2 decades studying money and business and accounting, which most people haven't, there's a lot of value in here. And I like this because it's common sense type value. It's almost like a coffee table book. You can see. Sorry for the light in here today, guys. I'm not filming these in a professional studio. I'm not focusing on the bells and whistles. I'm focusing on content and passing along wisdom and experience that I've been given in my life, that I've earned in my life, to pass along to someone else. Hopefully, it can help someone. This talks about blue chip companies, and this is more related to Canadians, anyways, than in the U.S. It talks about drips. If you want to read about this, you can. I'm not going to get into a tactical conversation. I'll read one quote here. If you give people responsibility, you will often be pleasantly surprised what they can accomplish. This is from the chapter, You Can't Learn to Ride a Bike If You Never Fall Down. So true. All this, like, that's why I'm starting my brand, the Martial Arts of Money. All these principles, and it's like a philosophy. There's a rhythm. There's a sequence to this whole money matrix. And it's not just money, it works into your happiness too. So the martial arts of money and pursuing MMA professionally as far as I could, and an entrepreneur coming from a successful corporate career. I chose to leave a corporate career and really good paychecks. I was in the top 5% of paychecks to pursue this path. So I'm just noticing these trends, and that's where I'm coming up with the martial arts of money. There's hundreds of books on wealth and how to make money and all this stuff, and I'm noticing there are different words, but there's a certain pattern to it. So that's why I've just crammed myself with all these books. My philosophy used to be up until about 2 years ago. It was like, if I could read one book and I keep one thing in the book for the rest of my life that changes the way I think, that book was worth my time to invest in. The level I'm at now, I need to be focusing on what I already know and putting results on the board. The Lazy Investor by Derek Scott. More for Canadians. Thank you. Have a good weekend.